Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this live stream. Oh man, you know what? I forgot to enable this on Twitter and on Rumble. I'm just a little sleepy. Oh, damn. But I did. Oh my God. Sorry, did not sleep well last night, but I still got a show for you guys. Hope you're doing well, wherever you are in this. No, I'm not. I'm buying me. You know what I got to say?
Stupid.
But hey, we can be stupid together because that's what we're gonna do later on in the show. We're gonna go over the news, right? And then we're gonna go into the degen section and become true degenerate gamblers. True, not basic degenerate gamblers. Deep, hardcore gamblers, right? And we'll buy some meme coins that's gonna secure our bloodline forever. But Da Vinci, I can't hit 1000x on BTC. No, you're not trying to get 1000x on BTC in dollars. You're trying to get 1000x in value. What it will go is 1000x in value eventually, right? And more than 1000x, right? From here. So what does that mean? What does that mean, 1000x in value, right? It means regardless of the price, you'll be able to buy more stuff with it than you could with anything else, right? That's the value, right? Once again, let's further dumb, deaf, and retarded, right? If you can buy and hold Bitcoin, go you will be able to buy more than you normally would, right? If you just hold on to dollars or anything else, other assets. But I know what you guys are doing, right? You guys are just like all the rest of the people out there, like planning your car, right? With your meme coins or whatever you buy, going, yeah. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy that. If that is your focus when you invest in Bitcoin or any other asset, that's why you're poor. There it is. I said it. If you're focusing on what you can buy, right? That's what you're poor. That's why you're poor. And you're like, but isn't the point of money to buy stuff? Yeah, you're right. That's true. It's true. But you know what? You don't spend money you're saving for long term, right? You don't focus on spending it with spending money saved for the long term. You're spending it, right, on things that are absolutely necessary in the long term, right? Long-term wealth. So what does that mean? Don't you feel when you have, I know most of you guys are broke and stuff like that, but if you've ever felt like, for example, people who own a home, they feel wealthy, even though they can't take the money out, for example. They feel wealthy. They feel like they can, okay, I'm okay, right? That's the feeling that's what you're looking for, not this. You're looking for the feeling that, I'm going to be high, right? I'm going to be high. If I need something, absolutely need something, I'm high. I can get it. And I know that I have this core holdings. You know what? I have these core holdings. So let's pretend I have the core holdings, right? Core holdings of Bitcoin. And then assets that I can spend and go willy-nilly and go like this. I'll buy a car, buy this, buy that, buy this. But let's pretend all that money that I can throw around with, right? Because this is what you need to get to. This is the point you want to get to, right? You want to have a core holdings that you're never going to touch and a spend holdings. If you get to that point and your spend holdings disappear, right? Because I have a large spend holdings. But if it disappears, guess what? I'm leaving the Palm. I'm getting one bedroom. Even though I'm a multi-billionaire, millionaire. I can live anywhere I want still, right? With my Bitcoins, the Bitcoins I have in my cold storage, I'm going to go live small. Why? Why would I do that? Huh? Why? Why, you think, right? It's because I understand that this money is not for that. The money that I have to live off of will be whatever I can make money from, right? That's it. That's it. I have to make money in my life to survive. And if I have assets and I spend that, they're gone. Right? That's it. Done. Finito. Right? If I can take those assets and put them into an asset that pays me interest, right? Then I'll do that. But it's got to be an instant system, right? I'm not going to be waiting. Oh, well, you just got to wait 6 years or something like that, just assuming that I spent everything. Yeah, I'm not waiting that long, right? So that's how I feel about setting up your assets and figuring out what you're going to do with your money, with your wealth, with your Bitcoins. You want to get as much as you possibly can so that you feel like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to be all right. No matter what, I'm going to be all right. Right? With that large holdings that I have, no matter what, I'm going to be all right. I know that even though I'm living in a 1-bedroom apartment right now or a studio apartment, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. I'll get through that. I'll build up and start again. Boom. Right? Because no one else is coming to rescue you, man. You need to have that cushion that's absolute, safe. That's what I believe in. Now, eventually, you will be spending that cushion. You will be spending it into your golden years. You probably just take out a small amount every day. You're not going to go and buy fucking Porsche, right? You're going to use it to live off of, right? That's what you're going to do, right? In your golden years, right? When you get 65, okay? That's how you use it. You'll always feel secure. You'll always be able to sleep at night if you do it that way, right? I never have to fear about anything. And when you do that, this lack of fear of trading, and I don't have any fear of trading. I don't have any fear of, taking risks, brings more money to you. So get to that point. Own enough Bitcoin so that you feel, okay, I could go start saving some money to just take some risks and spend it. That's the position you want to be in. Okay, I think I've gone on about that a little bit too long. Hopefully, you understand my point of view. If you don't, it's okay. I mean, it's really difficult to express my what's it called? What I see that's going on and stuff like that. I'm being poor. Yes, done. Let me see. I'm just checking all your questions here and stuff like that. And I got this. I'm saving this for later. Stop spamming the. Okay, I'll answer it later on. All right. Any other questions? Okay. Well, we'll look at Moonpig later on, I guess. I don't know. I think we looked at it yesterday, but let's just take a look at it once again. Da Vinci taking Emirates A380 to LAX, Las Vegas for the convention. No, I wish. I was thinking about it, but the problem is, right, I don't have a ticket. So, and they're not giving me one, so I'm not going to go, right? I think it's kind of like, here's the reason why I cannot go to a conference without them giving me a ticket, because everybody wants to stop me, take pictures, and do all kinds of stuff, right? With me, meet with me, and have some meetings and so forth. And fine, but the conference should give me a free ticket to join, to do that, right? It's just the way I look at things, right? And you know what? Maybe I'm wrong looking at it that way. I don't know. You tell me, right? Put a 1 in the comment if you think I'm right, and put a 0 if you think I'm wrong, and maybe give me a little bit of explanation if you think I'm wrong. I'd like to, you know what? If I'm wrong about something, I'd like to learn and grow and maybe make some changes. So hey, I'm open to the different possibilities, and my reality is a little bit skewed. But this is how I see it. If they want somebody, if they don't want me there, right? I'm not gonna pay to I'm not just gonna pay to be there. I'm just can't, right? I can't pay, right, $10,000 and then pay for my flight and then pay for my lodging, right? Give me a free ticket, man. And then you know, you get me there, and I get to talk about that to all my audience that I'm showing up there, right? It just makes sense to me. I don't know. Anything else doesn't make any sense. All right. I think I've gone on about that. Enough. Let's get on to the show. Make sure you hit the like. Oh, wow. 51 likes. And head over to Mr. M's podcast, right? He's got some champion podcasts. He got a lot better. You know what? He didn't text me to see if he was going to come on the show, but anyways, or maybe he did and I just missed his text. Let's check to see if he was there. Oh no, I don't have my phone here, but yeah. Let me just change screens and see if he texted me. And maybe I missed it because I was just so busy. Nope, he didn't. Okay. So yeah, been so busy getting stuff done that I didn't. Again, trying to get the show on the road that I didn't get a chance to read all my messages. But anyways, yeah, moving on. Bitcoin 2024 conference sparked a 30% price crash. Can bulls escape this year? Yeah, that's what I was telling Maurizio. Oof, we sometimes, most of the time, we end up having a collapse into the Bitcoin conference. Oof, hopefully that doesn't happen this year, but I mean, we pumped into it, so I mean, let's see. It hasn't collapsed though. It hasn't absolutely collapsed. We're down, but not out. Metaplanet Bitcoin premium near 600K per Bitcoin. Okay, this is interesting, right? Investors who don't understand the importance of the firm's net asset value, the NAV, right, may be dramatically overpaying for Bitcoin exposure on a position that doesn't provide additional upside leverage, the report adds. Okay, so people are just buying this Metaplanet in Japan thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to get a 3x exposure to Bitcoin, so I'm going to buy because they're going to get more Bitcoin. Yeah, well, you might want to wait until that backs off a lot. Because it will back off heavily, meaning that I wouldn't be buying any kind of like leveraged product unless it's down, unless Bitcoin is heavily down. I would not do that. That is asking for trouble. You could trade it, but you can't buy it for the long term until it's heavily down. Okay. Nearly half of the stolen 1.4 billion from Bybit is now untraceable. Wow, they managed to like hide that money. Approximately 700 million remains traceable. That's 49%. Wow. While the exchange's authorities have frozen 63 million, the data shows. Jesus. They've already laundered so much money through all kinds of different systems. Look at that. EXCH, extra. I don't know what that means. Service that's mixing. I didn't know they can mix, what's it called? Ethereum. That's kind of weird. Right? And then there's they laundered it through Wasabi wallet. A wallet? So a wallet can do mixing of Ethereum? Because remember, they stole Ethereum. Interesting. I will check out this wallet. It's a Bitcoin wallet. Interesting. But didn't they steal Ethereum? Wasabi wallet. Privately focused wallet. Mish. Nice. I must check into that. Wasabi wallet. Thank you guys for telling us about this. Why? Not because I want to do something, untoward. It's just, hey, man, you know what? At any point in time, if the government says, Da Vinci, we don't like you. You know what happens? They figure out where all my Bitcoin is, right? Because it's not that hard because I didn't hide it, right? Then they'll threaten me. Then they will cut me off. All my, for example, your Google Drives will disappear. So I store a lot of stuff on my Google Drives. All my videos will disappear. Everything will disappear instantly, right? YouTube will disappear. Twitter will disappear. Everything will disappear instantly, right? That's how much powerful, right, the U.S. government and other governments around the world have. You can disappear from this planet like that. Everything gone. Yeah, and you don't believe it? Look at Andrew Tate. He was wiped out. Every single account, every single crypto account, everything was gone. Everything. No matter where it was in the world, gone. With this, that can't happen. Right? That's the real reason you want privacy. Because with that, then it's they don't even know you got it. Right? It's truly lost in a boating accident. Oh, damn. Okay. This is kind of strange one, Evan. Saylor says on-chain proof of reserves is a bad idea due to security risks. Strategies Michael Saylor advised against institution publishing proof of reserves to show their Bitcoin holdings, saying it's a bad idea that increases risks of security breach. Wow. That's wrong. Oh my God. Yeah, that is very wrong. In my opinion, at least. Let's see what he has to say. This is quite shocking to me. Let's see. Oops, hang on. I don't have audio here because we gotta fix this here. Boom, 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 boom. Oops, did this? There we go.
It's an interesting thing. Let me make the following point. A lot of people learn stuff from FTX and Mt. Gox, but I'm not sure they learn the things that the institutional community needs to learn going forward. The current conventional way to publish proof of reserves is an insecure proof of reserves. It actually dilutes the security of the issuer, the custodians, the exchanges, and the investors. It's not a good idea. It's a bad idea. It's like publishing the address and the bank accounts of all your kids and your phone numbers of all your kids, and then thinking somehow that makes your family better. It doesn't make your family better. So no institutional grade or enterprise security think it's a good idea to publish all of the wallet addresses such that you can be traced back and forth, and every future transaction can be traced. I would say go to AI, put it in deep think mode, and then ask it, what are the security problems of publishing your wallet addresses, and how might they undermine the security of the company over time? It'll write you a book. It'll be 50 pages of security problems. So the problem with proof of reserves, the way that people do it right now, is first of all, it's a proof of assets that is insecure.
All right, you know what? I will test that theory and have AIs give us the security risks for, because here's the thing, right? And I'll ask you two questions. Give me a short general breakdown of the security risks and how I can mitigate against that, but still provide proof of reserves. How about that? How about that question? There? Boom. Right? Because here's the thing, right? If, let's just pretend you say, I need to be able to secure what I'm doing with my Bitcoin, right? If I need to transfer it out, right? Because Michael Saylor plans to keep these things, right? And so he can, let's just say he doesn't want anybody to know in between when he's moving it from one wallet to another wallet over a specific amount of time. So for 30 days, he's going to do something with those Bitcoins and then put it back into into a safe wallet, right? You can do that with Bitcoin, right? We just proved it, right? Didn't we just prove it right here? Right here? Right here? We can do that. You can come up with your solution, right? So I don't know where he's going with this. It is, we'll find out. I'm going to find out, and maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. Bitcoin stalls at 110K, but institutional investors continue gobbling up BTC. Yeah, well, they need some Bitcoin because, all of a sudden they started taking all the Bitcoin off. I should have moved this to the end, but move this back here. But yeah, there's no more Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is all gone. There's only pennies on the Coinbase exchange. Hopefully this goes to a lot less, and because I bet you Coinbase will probably go bankrupt or something like that and close out, because I bet you they don't got them. Well, they do have BlackRock's coins, but then again, that is accounted for, and you could actually see the reserves that what's it called, the ETF has. So I looked into that and found it. Right, and maybe we'll do that for you guys another day. I need to write down some of this stuff because this is good stuff here. Let me write that down. Right here. So one, proof of reserves is insecure? Question mark, and then where is the BlackRock ETF funds? There we go. So that's going to be it for another show, another day. I left it someplace where I'm always looking anyway, so I will definitely one day bring that up and have that. So make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, watch it, because it's going to be a good episode. Right? This is pretty nice to look at, man. I want to see more red candles. Like next month, another one. Next month, another one. That would be sweet. All right, guys. I've been saying this for a long time, right? And I've been, I'm going to just read what Robert Kiyosaki says here. I cannot believe how easy Bitcoin has made getting rich so easy. Whilst I agree with him, it's easy, it's also very hard, right? Because one, if you're not new to Bitcoin, it's a big risk. If you're not new to Bitcoin, it's really difficult to hold Bitcoin if you decided to buy it, because you'll always have some sort of emergency and feel the need to go and spend that Bitcoin. My brothers have done it. My father has done it. Everybody has done it, right? My brother found a whole Bitcoin, when Bitcoin was at 32,000, and it's all gone, right? He has nothing. He could have held that, right? Because he's got no retirement. But this is how hard it is to hold an asset without spending it. Everyone has the ability to say no. I'm not spending money. But you find it so difficult to just save. Right? And it's not, you know what? I feel like I'm like a rare breed of person. Right? Because I don't know any other person except my wife, Alexandra, right? She, right, lived in a 1-bedroom apartment for most of her adult life after she left her parents and saved every penny, right? She even went without socks, without buying new socks for herself. Her sister threw out some shoes because they had holes in them. She took them. True crypto saver right there. Right? And you know, she's got more than 1 Bitcoin at this point in time. Get it? That's the kind of sacrifice you need. Right? That's what you need. Very few people have that fortitude, right? To go, yeah, I don't need that. Fuck that. I'm saving my Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't need that. I can get some more Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm getting more Bitcoin. Right? Very few. And then when you get to a specific number, let's just say you get to 400,000, right? You start to feel the rumble. Okay, I want to buy a house. I want to buy a car. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. You don't know how to be rich, right? That's the problem, right? You need to know how. And how? Well, I think the best thing to do, right, if you're just going to say if you're going to go full monk mode, everything into Bitcoin, right? You know, you get to, like, let's just say you get to $1 million and you only take 10% and you live off of that. Right? You go crazy with that. You take 10% after $1 million, let's just say. Because it's really difficult to get your first million. After that, getting your next million with that 100,000 that you smartly invest into something that's going to make you more money so that you can go and buy the car, so that you can go and buy whatever you want. Right? That would be clever. Right? And this is why everyone's not buying. It's not a very easy, not a very easy thing for people to do. Even though it seems easy, it's just like hit the buy button. But when you're rich, it seems easy, right? But when you're trying to start off and trying to build, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Hopefully, people will gain some advantage by watching this video today. Okay, moving on. Okay, OTC desks. Not only is crypto drying up on exchanges, like heavy. They're drying up everywhere. They're drying up, like on the OTC desk. What is OTC desk? Yeah, let me just click on some of these things here. Sorry. I gotta like answer these questions later. BTC is all time high. Can we buy? Okay. Sorry, I wish I had what's his name here? Somebody else here to help me click on some of these. But anyways, some good questions I just saw. I had to like highlight them. Oh, another good one. Okay, thank you. So, you're noticing, right? You might say, well, you know, Mr. D, right? Last year, Bitcoin was 50K, and now it's 100K. So obviously, it's cut. The reserves is cut in half. and it's really the same amount in dollars. Yeah, you'd be right. You'd be right. But look something here, right? Ooh, 2021, it was like crazy amount. It was 400,000 during the same time when Bitcoin was 60,000. So, what does that tell us? It tells us that only when this starts to rise does Bitcoin start to begin to be overvalued. So, right now, it's falling and continuing to fall. So that means Bitcoin is severely undervalued. And you have the advantage. You have the power to buy nonstop. Do everything you can to get in front of the mega millionaires who are the only ones who can move the price at this point. You can't do jack with your $100 here, $1,000 there. They're the only ones who can move the price. And they need to get it, Bitcoin, from where? You. So buy. So they come to your hand begging, please, sir, can I have some more Bitcoin? And they're like, here's a Satoshi. Run along, go play. Oh, damn. That's what we want to get to. You want to get to that feeling, right? The people who have access to the printing press. All right. This is interesting. The trader, James, right, Winreal, continues to add to his BTC long, now holding, 622 million with a liquidation price of 108. Jesus, dude. What are you smoking? Let's take a look at that. Wow, so 108 here, like right down here. I don't know. There's a big M here, targeting all the way down to where there's lots of liquidity. I don't know, bruh. I'm like,
bruh. Stupid.
Bruh.
Really?
Wow, that's a lot of cash. This guy's got a lot of cash to throw away very easily, man. Jesus. I'll be surprised if he does not get liquidated. It's not out of the realms of possibility. We could just easily just turn around and head higher really fast, but I don't see any point where we've already came back to 61.8, bounced off that, and probably 61.8 it the other way, the other direction. Yeah, looking at this is the 61.8 to just in the middle, what's it called? The 70% right here. And now we've reversed. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This does not look very appetizing to go for a long trade, right? At this point, but hey, you know what? I could be wrong. Maybe he's not just gambling, right? Okay, this is a little bit prophetic. If you I don't know, when did he say this? Did he say this at the conference? But here, listen to this.
I'm here again with Michael Saylor. Nice to meet you again, sir. Okay, I have one question for you this time.
Okay.
What's your boldest prediction for Bitcoin in the next 4 years?
Yeah, we're good.
I think that Bitcoin's going to be embraced by the U.S. banking system and become an acknowledged institutional grade asset.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, is it me? But did I miss something? Is this old? Right? Because honestly, I'm pretty sure that the banks have now access to, what I mean, to use Bitcoin and use it as an institutional grade asset. I might be wrong about that, but they seem to be in this level here, especially if they can buy the Michael Saylor's MSTR. They have the ETF, and now they're recently just starting to integrate it. To ask people to, they're actually starting to. The brokers are selling people to allocate some into Bitcoin, right? So it is what it is. Okay, let's see here. Trump media is following the MSTR playbook, announcing a $2.5 billion raise to buy Bitcoin. Pfft. It's on. It's on. Everybody's gonna jump on the Michael Saylor train. Everyone. It's on. What does that mean? What does that mean exactly, right? Let's see here. Should we bother with this? No, I'm not gonna even bother with this one. Right? Because institutional countries are now buying BTC. Let's just play it actually. Let's do it. And then I'm going to explain something.
Yeah, you. Check out these price charts. It started in 2012. Same thing happened in 2016 and again in 2020. Why does Bitcoin keep going up like this? Well, it's shockingly simple. Prices are a function of supply and demand. When supply shrinks and the demand holds, there's only one direction the price can go: up. Bitcoin is an asset where this is programmed. About every 4 years, the rate of new issuance is cut in half. No intervention, no debate, just code.
I told
you
so.
In 2024, this happened again, while demand for Bitcoin did not slow down. Institutions are buying, businesses are buying, and now countries are starting to pay attention. The real question is, what's your Bitcoin strategy?
All right. That said, right? Everyone is doing the Michael Saylor dance, and you've got no Bitcoin, right? What's wrong with you? Did your mom drop you as a child? Must have. It is clear what you must do. Don't run. Don't walk. Put a jetpack on and get to buying Bitcoin today. That is your only goal. Everything else must stop. Buy Bitcoin. Right? Put it away. Learn how to study, hold it. Learn what are your risks so you don't lose it. You learn to buy a safe. Put your 24 words. Learn more about how to secure those 24 words. Learn more about how to secure your Bitcoin. Follow the rules. This is it. This is your golden ticket. That's early in the game, right? This we've shown you charts. We've shown it to you. We've shown you stuff like this, where there's not enough Bitcoin to buy. And yet there's billionaire companies, million companies that are printing money to buy more Bitcoin. You want to be able to make generational wealth, not tomorrow. Of course, it's not going to happen. Please try to understand that. That's not going to happen. You want to make generational wealth over the long term, right? Say 10 years, right? That's what's going to happen. In 10 years, you're going to be super wealthy because you started buying Bitcoin today. You never stopped buying. Done. Okay. Now, it's time for me to buy some meme coins. You're like, I know what you're thinking. You're like,
Stupid.
Bruh.
How about no?
but you know what? I was talking to my business assistant, and I said, like, the meme coin's gonna come back. She's like, Yeah, but we should be buying Bitcoin. Yeah, but you know what? She said, meme coins are lots of fun. Yes, that's why we're here, to have some fun, to buy meme coins just for shits and giggles, for fun. We're not trying to. Yeah, we are. We're trying to secure our bloodline. We're trying to get rich. We won't, but hey, we're trying. We're trying, right? And yeah, we will secure our bloodline one fart at a time. Boom. How do you like them apples? All right. With that said, right? I want to show you something. Oh, wait. I got to log in to my account here first, right? Because it's closed. Oops. Boom. Let's see here. Oof. Okay, there we go. We're logged in. My Ethereum account, oof, man, it's taking a little bit of a beating, but it was at 48,000. Now it's back down. I'm gonna play with that sometime. Maybe we'll add some. We'll do some memes on different what's it called? Chains, because this has a lot of different chains that are ready. So maybe we'll start branching out beyond Solana. Okay, there we go. So let's see here. Okay, Pebble Peep, going in deep with Pebble Peep, holding steady. Look at Orc has backed off a little bit. That's okay. Same with Wow Wow. Okay, but the claw, like who had? I had you. You probably had no faith in claws, but look, I did. Boom. We're locked in. We got paid. This is the second payday for the week. Fartcat paid us out. Look at that. Claws paid us out. Bam! And we got free coins. Free coins to secure our bloodline. How do you like them apples? Look at Claw. It only has one warning. I'm feeling. Do you feel lucky, punk? Should we get some more? Didn't we get some more? Some crappy coin that. Let's see here. What coin did we get more of? Let's see if we. And I'm pretty sure we put some protection on it. Where are our open orders? There we go. Oh, we went more on Fartcat. Wonder how that's doing. Let's take a look at that. Right? But before we do that. What? You know, I thought this thing rugged. Right? It went down and then it's boom. Damn G. Did we didn't even we did not put any protection on this, did we? But I think we doubled our money. But when I was looking at it earlier, I was like, oh man, really? You guys are gonna rug this thing? Again? Right? Nope. Looks like it's doing well, but I can't find my bears. Could have swore we got some, but oh well. You know how this thing is, right? We just can't find our stuff. It's probably this thing was not designed with degens in mind. Right? It's not designed for degens who we didn't buy any? What the frig? Yeah, we did. Okay. Scared me for a second. Yeah, we did. There we go. Yeah. Bloodline secured. I wonder how much did we buy? I'm not sure. We didn't buy much, did we? I don't know. Let's hold on to it. Fractal, let's look at that. It's at 30 million. Let's go full degen. Let's not go partial degen. Let's go full degen and get 0.75. right? And then put some. We'll put what's it called? Some protection on that now. Bam. Cause you know why? You know why I got more? Cause
It could go higher.
I know.
Stupid.
I know. But hey,
It could go higher.
oh damn. Okay. Bloodline secured. We're going to set this to get paid, get ourselves some payday. Payday. Mm-hmm. Boom. Let's do it. Bear's in the house. Mm-hmm. Boom. Let's do it. We got the beer 2.0. No, we're lucky we got the right one, man. Jesus. Okay. Purple Peep. Let's see what Purple Peep doing. Nothing. But you know, it's still got like huge volume, but now it's cell volume mostly. 1K cell volume. What's that? 11% of the 1.0. It's $100 cell volume to 1K buy volume to 1K cell. Oh damn. Oh well. Purple Peep. Purple Peep. Gonna do deep with Purple Peep. All right, let's see here. Time to get ugly. Yeah, it does. Oh man. Wow. Let's do it. I feel like the need to also degen into this again. What do you think? What do you guys think? Should we degen into this again? Put a 1 in the comment section if we should go full heavy degen. Full degen. You never go full degen. But I want to go full degen into this nonsense. I don't know if this is going to be a smart idea though. Honestly, I don't. But I want to say,
How about no?
but you know, there's a chance. There's a chance that it could secure our bloodline. And I want you guys to vote on that. Yeah. I mean, it is the degen section, right? It is the degen section. You're right. We're going to go back in. Because we already doubled our money. We're going to lose some more. Like a true degen. We're going to go heavy into this. Claws. We're going to get downright dirty. Dirty. Like dirty. Blam. Then let's put some protection on that. Okay, and let's see here. Let's get 4. No. 4, 5. 4. There we go. So we're going to get a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And then so once we secure this, we are actually in profits. If we're going to be actually in profits if we sell this, if this happens. If this occurs, we're going to be at like 0.1 Solana in profit. Boom. Boom. Because
It could go higher.
Who? Win. That's the guy who's doubling down on Bitcoin for the big win. Okay, let's go full degen with Win. Cause
It could go higher.
yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go for the win. It just started out. Clearly will not rug. First warning. This is rug alert, rug alert. We're gonna ignore that. Rug alert, rug alert.
Stupid.
Oh, damn. All right, we're going to put some protection on that rug alert. There we go. We're going to sell. Did we just, how many did we buy? Could have swore we bought more than, where are we? Oh, okay, so this thing was off. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's it. We're selling there. Wait. Gotta go half. Half on the baby. Confirm. There we go. All right. We should bring them back up the beer 2.0 because we want to take a look at it tomorrow. Oops. Beer 2. Oh snap! Time's running out. I better call it. We'll call it. Oh shoot! This is the wrong one. Hate that. They really need to fix that. That's a serious flaw in their ointment there. Oh man, I can't find it. 1 million volume. It might be this one. Yeah, this is it. Okay, there you go. GCKF. KTF. Okay, there we go. That's it. All right. Let's go on to the Q&A because, you know, you're like, bruh. Look, it's pumping. Pumping heavy. Damn, G. I'm gonna get greedy. Let's go get greedy and put another Solana on this. I know, you know, you're like,
How about no?
but I'm doing it. Cause we're degens here. And what's good of being a degen if you can't degen? Right? Boom. Super degen. We super degen. Okay. Right? All right. So people who are like, oh, what about Waffles Orc? Well, dude, we got like lots of waffles. We got lots of orc. Right? And look at that. They're one of our top coins. Right? And there you go. All right, let's go on to the Q&A for today. Let's see here. No, I'm sorry, we didn't get to some of the coins that you guys wanted to talk about. PayPay's on the ETH network, not on Solana. Yes, you can get it on Ethereum, not Solana. What about propaganda coin? I don't know anything about it, so sorry. Suggest just one meme coin, Beard 2.0, but be careful because it's clearly a rug coin, man. Come on, let's get real here, right? You can buy it, but make sure you take profits when it jumps, right? And it looks like it's off on the jump, right? That's all it is, right? Maybe it might not rug, but make sure you sell half on a double, right? You don't know. You just don't know. Peer character, stretching his arm forward and raising his thumb up. Okay. All right. DAVITAR. Nice DAVITAR you got there. Right. Biden coin is an all-time high. Should you buy now? Bitcoin. Sorry, Bitcoin, not Bidecoin. Bitcoin. Duh. That's what he said. I don't know what the hell it is. Are you saying Bitcoin? Oh, Bitcoin. Yes. Dude, I'm like, where were you? Really? Do you communicate and do you and Sailor communicate? No. I've spoken to his assistant. How can MicroStrategy raise in price by BTC going up? Stocks are pure speculative. Is there any correlation between the two? Yes, dude, man. Okay, let me help you out with this, right? A stock on a company represents ownership of the company, right? So you own all the assets the company has if you own that stock, right? You following so far? Hopefully you understand, right? That concept. So if I have one Bitcoin and I have one share to sell to you, right? And I sell you that share, right? There's only one share. And there's one Bitcoin on the company, right? And I sell you a share, that company, how much is, and that's all the company has is that one Bitcoin. What's the value of the share? That's right. At the very least, the one Bitcoin. Because as the owner of that one share, you get to decide what the company does. So, with that logic in place, right? When you understand that logic, right? It means that if you buy the shares of MicroStrategies, right? You own the rights to the Bitcoin that they have. You're like, but those Bitcoins are leveraged. They just borrow money against Bitcoin to buy more Bitcoin. And you're like, and I'm like, I want to warm up my hands and smack the black off of you, right? Because you've not been paying attention. He does not use Bitcoin to leverage to buy more Bitcoin. No, he leverages the company's earnings. He leverages the company's other assets, but not the Bitcoin. That means debtors cannot come after Bitcoin if they go bankrupt. Okay? Right. So, man, redonkulous. So that means, right? You own the Bitcoins outright. When he borrows money from people, you know what he tells them? He says, "Okay, guys, so I'm gonna be leveraged, gonna get front row seat to if you guys get liquidated, my money gets taken care of." He goes, "No." And the people lending him money are like, "What? What?" Yeah, sorry, dog. If we go under, you get nothing. What? Why would I lend you money? Well, if you lend me money, I'll make it convertible to my stock. Right? If my stock goes up 30%. That sounds nice. Because then, right, he converts it to the stock, right, at the original value of the debt, and boom, you can go and borrow more money. Because now you got a higher price stock, higher price debt, right? Because the debt was the stocks that you're going to be converted, right, were the same price at the time that you loaned the debt, money. So you get more stock at 30% higher. Boom. Boom. So this is why they're running to lend him money at 0 interest rates. With no strings attached. And that's why he's able to buy Bitcoin with that. And then if they want to hold on to the Bitcoin, they want to have access to be next in line, they have to convert that debt to stock as soon as it goes up 30%. What a scam. Or ingenious. Right? The man is a genius, super genius. Goat or Giga, we've got both of those, but they're going up. Escaping the matrix, debt-based fiat slavery. Yes, you need to escape the matrix. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, by just simply buying some Bitcoin and holding on to it. Boom. Simple. Simple. Easy to do. Okay, what is this? Van Heck BTC. I don't know. I don't know anything about Van Heck, but if it's a Bitcoin ETF, that's fine too. But I would just keep in mind that those Bitcoins are not yours, and should they get to keep the Bitcoin, they get to pay you cash. So just keep that in mind. And so if this financial system or dollars goes to 0, you're going to get cash, right? Not Bitcoin. What is the target in 20 years? The target is infinity in 20 years, right? The dollar would not exist, and everybody would be on the Bitcoin standard, right? Boom, boom. Yeah, we miss Mr. M, right? So, but we have him here,
It could go higher.
right? And he'll be back next week. Don't worry, right? Hopefully he'll come into the show sometime this week. But if he doesn't, it is late. It is hard for him because he's in a different time zone and stuff like that. So it is what it is. Okay. With that said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.